Rising family, Grand Rising, Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to another episode of the Simplee Complex Show. Today is Saturday, April the 6th, 2019. Today I just wanted to kind of touch on just a lot of things that I've seen going on lately, and just kind of bring awareness. Like I said, that's the name of the game right now, just spreading awareness, passing out these red pills, and just trying to wake people up. The globalists, the Zionists, the occult, the elite, whatever you want to call them, the people at the top, they know their time is coming short. So they're in a mad dash, a mad scramble to do as much damage as they can while they still can. As y'all know, I believe the story is already written, but I don't think it hurts to still do our due diligence and to kind of create our own defense when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Like I said, spreading awareness is stop number one. So you can't give up and be defeated before you already try. So we gotta try to definitely build a strong community amongst those of us that are awake and aware of the things going on, and the best way to do that is by sharing information. So like I said, today I just want to touch on some globalist, Zionist, elite stuff that I've seen going on recently, and want to share some articles with you guys. As you know, as always, a lot of things will be in the description box below for you to check out. I want to say it was March 26th, 2019. The current U.S. president signed an executive order for EMPs. It's the executive order on coordinating national resilience to EMPs. There's two types of EMPs that we're worried about. One is a HEMP, or a hemp, and that's a human-made EMP. It's a nuclear device detonated at approximately 40 kilometers above the surface of the Earth. That's one type that we're worried about. And then the second one would be a GMD, which is a geomagnetic disturbance, and that's a natural EMP, which is a temporary disturbance of the Earth's magnetic field resulting from interaction with solar eruptions. So these are the two types that they're worrying about right now, and both of them can have catastrophic repercussions on the country. So I hope everybody's still preparing, going to get that 6 months worth of food and supplies and water, first aid. Like I always tell everybody, water, food, first aid. Those are the three main things. Of course, there will be those who always throw in protection. Protection is very necessary. And I'm not saying go out and grab a gun. There's certain people who can't, you feel what I'm saying, for legal reasons, and those who don't believe in guns, you know what I'm saying, and those who just don't have the ability to get their hands on one. I would definitely suggest for those of you who have the ability to, at worst case scenario, go get you a BB gun, $50 in Walmart, you feel me, or look into a big bore air rifle, you feel what I'm saying. They can do a little bit of damage as well. Just something to protect yourself, your family, your supplies, and your location. Definitely look into that. There have been several cyber attacks on Venezuela as of late, more than likely by us, the U.S., or should I say DC. But I definitely foresee that coming closer to home. If not before this year is out, definitely next year. So just be prepared as always. Like I've said in previous videos, in December of last year, the Department of Homeland Security, along with the National Infrastructure Advisory Committee, they teamed up for a not necessarily a survey, but they came to the conclusion that Americans are vastly underprepared when it comes to the power grid going down. So please go out and prepare. Pray, prep, plan, practice, repeat. The 4 P's. Moving on. And I actually read through the executive order in section 3, the policy, subsection A. It is the policy of the U.S. to prep for the effects of EMPs through targeted approaches that coordinate whole of government activities and encourage private sector engagement. The feds must provide warning of an EMP. And that just kind of made me think, how do you provide warning for an impending EMP if it's supposed to be a random attack? Kind of makes you think, and that's mainly what I'm here to create, just critical thinking and just really thinking about the things that they put in front of us. I could see if it was one of the GMDs, the geomagnetic disturbances, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of see the tea leaves and kind of expect it to come, you feel what I'm saying, if you can go through the algorithms and the equations and stuff like that. But how do you predict an EMP if it's supposed to be some sort of surprise attack? So that was something that kind of raised my antennas, you feel what I'm saying? I'll kind of move on from the EMPs. Social credit scores. They're doing them in China right now. It's more so of a test run, but they're coming here. They should be implemented by 2020, if not definitely 2021. But the social credit score is a national reputation system being developed by the Chinese government. By 2020, it is intended to standardize the assessment of citizens and business economic and social reputation, or social credit. And this is gonna be big, people. This is gonna be big. It's pretty much to the point where it won't matter how much money you have. It'll depend upon your social credit score. So how highly you speak of certain platforms, this platform that we're on, if you speak down on it, your social credit score will go down. If you speak down about your government, your social credit score will go down. So it will prevent you from doing a couple things. I have a list of things that it'll actually decrease or make hard for you to do, and things that will actually help. As far as things that it'll prevent you from doing, it can ban travel. It'll throttle your internet speeds. You'll be banned from good schools, prevent you from getting good jobs. You'll be banned from the best hotels. Your pets can be taken, and you'll suffer public humiliation. They'll actually have billboards and stuff where, as you're going by, they'll have facial recognition scanning, and they'll publicly shame you for being late on a bill, or for speaking out in public against different platforms and against your government and stuff like that. So it's just wild, and these are some of the benefits, and these are just wild. Listen to this. You'll get more matches on dating sites. You'll get discounts on energy bills. You'll get rents without deposits, and you'll get better interest rates from the banks by having a good social credit score. So pretty much you have to be a good little citizen to get more matches on dating sites. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Moving forward, something else big that I've really been trying to get people to understand, these vaccines, man. They're gonna go mandatory very soon. I've seen the measles cases popping up all over the country, in the Northeast especially. It's crazy enough. I just ran across an article from a friend. She sent me saying that the measles actually hit my home city of Baltimore. It was a case discovered yesterday, I believe. So they're just trying to push these vaccines, man. And I just encourage everybody to do your due diligence, do your research, and just understand these vaccines are not good for you. They're not for us. They have aluminum, mercury, a whole bunch of other things that are designed to destroy the body. Stop getting these vaccines. Stop vaccinating your children. Okay. Everything that we've ever needed is natural. It's already in us. We're our own X-Men. We have the ability to heal and all that. Listen, you don't need them, man. You don't need them. Look for a holistic healing, natural remedies, and go from there. All right. I wanted to touch on geoengineering. Shout out to Dane Wigington and everybody over there at geoengineeringwatch.org. Um, they're doing an amazing job, man. From what I've heard, they've got a civil lawsuit against the country of Canada and one against the U.S. as well, just for all the aerosol injections that are going on, and just the spraying, the plain farts. But yeah, man, it's just ridiculous. Dane Wigington has a background in solar energy. He's a former employee of the Bechtel Power Corporation and was a licensed contractor in Cali and Arizona. His personal residence was featured in a cover article on the world's largest renewable energy magazine, Home Power. He made the decision to focus all his efforts and energy on full-time investigation of the geoengineering slash solar radiation management issue when he began to lose very significant amounts of solar uptake due to ever-increasing solar obscuration and global dimming caused from jet aircraft spraying or aerosol dispersions. Definitely go check out geoengineeringwatch.org to spread the awareness, man. A lot of people say these lines in the sky are quote unquote natural. They're not. They're not. I'm a young guy, but in the 90s, it wasn't like that. You either had clear skies, partly cloudy skies, or just overcast. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't tic-tac-toes and music notes and all this stuff in the sky and people just call it natural. No, get up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? It's not natural. It's not helping us. It's barium, strontium, aluminum. They're spraying it. We're breathing it in. It is harming us. Point blank. Period. If you can look into Magellan's disease, the fibers, it's real, bro. It's real, and we have to spread the awareness. We have to wake people up. Hand out these red pills. All right. It's hard. It's difficult. It can be somewhat depressing, but it has to be done. We need to awaken more people. You feel what I'm saying? The more people that stay asleep, the more in danger we are. You feel what I'm saying? So we help ourselves by helping each other. All right, and I really encourage everybody to start building relationships. We should have already been doing it, but if you haven't yet, start building solid relationships with those people that are awake around you, within your vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Start doing meetups, all types of things, man, because it's getting to the point where it's going to be banned. We're not going to be able to, and that will be what harms us more than anything. United we stand, divided we fall. So we need to come together as a community of awakened people and really band together. The floods in the Midwest that have been going on lately. Shout out to JWTv. He's been covering it pretty well. But man, these floods in the Midwest, catastrophic, man. I guarantee that within the future, you know what I'm saying? I say within the next 6 months, if not early next year, food prices are gonna skyrocket, man. Food prices are gonna skyrocket, and it's just gonna be devastating because a lot of people aren't prepared. They're just not. Um, there's been a lot of flooding in Nebraska, all the Midwestern states, the flyby states, stuff like that. The stuff where the farming is supposed to be going on, livestock, just products have been totally wiped out, and it's gonna have a residual effect on all the communities and the cities, man. Record-shattering floods in the Midwest have devastated parts of the region, with thousands of residents now facing a long and expensive recovery. But even in areas that managed to avoid the worst of the damage, local experts are worried about a range of environmental hazards, from drinking water to Superfund sites, that pose a serious threat to public health. With flooding predicted to worsen throughout the region due to climate change, those risks won't dissipate when the floodwaters recede. And like I said, could this lead to food price inflation? I definitely believe so. Like I said, I definitely predict, if not this year, definitely early next year, food prices are going to skyrocket, man. And I just, as always, I encourage you guys to think critically, man. We have 330 million people supposedly in our country. How do you feed 330 million people? We don't have the farms like we used to. There aren't a whole bunch of farmers all over the country like they used to. In fact, I want to say in the 50s, 60s, stuff like that, they were actually paying people not to farm. How do you feed that many people, man? I honestly, and you can hate me for whatever it is. Like I said, that's Galatians 4:16. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? But there's no more real food. If you're just thinking about it critically, how do you feed 330 million people real food? That's why GMOs and Monsanto have taken off the way that they have, because they have to make fake food. That's the only way everybody can eat. You feel what I'm saying? Thinking about it critically, you take a apple or orange or some type of meat, you feel what I'm saying, off the farm. It takes at least a week, you feel what I'm saying, to get it to wherever it needs to be. Then it sits in the back room for about a week while they move the product that they've already got on the floor. Then by the time it comes out the back and onto the floor, it sits out there for about 3 weeks. That's a month, if not up to 5 weeks already. Natural stuff would have spoiled already. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much refrigeration units and all this other stuff no, man. Listen, I bought a lemon. This is earlier in the year. I was doing the master cleanse. I bought a lemon for my master cleanse. I literally let it sit in the front seat of my van for about a month, and the thing didn't deteriorate at all. Cut it open, that joint was juicy like I just picked it off the tree. Come on, man. And I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of videos down below for the fake food. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm sorry for letting this video run long. I haven't done an edited video in a while, so just bear with me. But man, there's no more real food, man. And when you understand the pyramid scheme and how the elite work, you'll understand where all the real food is going. Come on, man. They're not giving no real food to us bottom feeders, man, at all. They're not giving us no real food no more. And it's scary to think about, but it's the truth. Just think critically. Really think about it, yo. Like I said, we got 330 million people in our country. Even if they were importing it from Mexico, they say we get a lot of our fruits and veggies from Mexico. Imagine how long it takes to get from Mexico to here and to disperse it throughout the country. Come on, man. That's why we have to work as a community to start growing our own, to start raising our own animals, you feel what I'm saying? And just learning the ways of old, you feel what I'm saying, as far as slaughtering and growing food and farming and stuff like that. We have to make a concerted effort, people. We have to. It has to be done. It's just wild, man. It really is wild. And I'm gonna kind of end it on this note. I'm gonna do a very big shout out to my man Steven Jackson down there, JWTv. He's the one that really got me going on this whole globalist thing and really coming together as a collective, man. Definitely check out his channel. I'm gonna put a link in the description box below. Salute to my brother. Be on the lookout for a collab video whenever I get a chance to make it down there. I've just been super busy trying to take care of everything here at home, but I'm gonna definitely make it down there and go holler at him, and we're gonna do a collab video for you guys. That's my man Steven Jackson down there at JWTv. Check out his channel, but he covers all this stuff, man. The globalist, the elite, things going on all around the world. You feel what I'm saying? And it's time that we awaken people, man. We gotta start unplugging people from this matrix, you feel what I'm saying? And not everybody. Like I always tell you guys, these videos are for those that have the ear to hear. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't, keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying? Keep it moving. Like, we only here for those who are willing to accept the fact that we've been lied to from Jump Street. And I'm going to keep pushing it. If you don't know nothing about your birth certificates, the straw man, that's one of the biggest ones for me. The birth certificates and the straw man, bro. Look into that. You are being traded on the New York Stock Exchange. You feel what I'm saying? 193 corporations, last time I checked, owned a piece of my social security number. It's amazing. GMEIutility.com if you want to check out your own social security number. But yeah, bro, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. We got to band together and really push back. Like I said, I believe the story is already written. A lot of things will have to come to pass regardless of what we do, but that doesn't mean we can't try. You feel what I'm saying? That doesn't mean we can't push back. You feel me? We have to. We have to band together, push back, and make a concerted effort to stop this tyranny, man. Because they're destroying us on every level. 5G is not about internet, people. It's not about internet at all. It's a weapon used to destroy us from the inside out. You feel what I'm saying? Look up active denial systems. You feel what I'm saying? Millimeter wave technology. You feel what I'm saying? There's going to be an uptake in cancer. There's going to be a lot of people getting cancer once this 5G comes out. Like, it's so sinister and so devious, man, that you almost don't know what to do. But first thing first, we have to awaken the masses. We have to spread awareness. We have to hand out these red pills, man. We have to. Big shout out to Dabu7. Shout out to JWTv. What's up, brother? I'm gonna be down there as soon as I can. But we have to wake up, people. We have to wake up. Shout out to Power of God G2G Chosen King. He's got a couple videos as far as the food that I'm gonna drop in. It's just wild. It's wild, people. We have to band together. And I really encourage you guys to stay in that Bible. Keep reading. Keep praying. Do what you got to do. Like I said, Shabbat Shalom. I hope everybody's having a blessed, safe, and restful Sabbath. I love you guys, as always. You feel what I'm saying? There's no hate in me at all, because we've been lied to from the jump. So, Shabbat Shalom. I love you guys. Be safe, stay vigilant, and y'all bless. Shalom, shalom. Just some pictures of stuff that I've seen in my travels, from geoengineering, aerosol injections, to military movement, 5G tower in my neighborhood, just different things that I've seen in my travels, man. Be safe, stay vigilant, and y'all bless.